Okay. So in between we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. So this could be a message that's coming in and it's just not coming in quickly. And it has to do with something you're excited about, that you have a lot of emotional ties to. Or it could be somebody who is coming in of a fire sign. So that could be you, Aries. You're Aries, you're a fire sign. It could be a Leo or a Sagittarius. Um, but coming in quickly without really, with a lot of vigor behind them. Now, I'm going to do a clarifier card on this one, and we have the Four of Discs. So it's kind of, I get the feeling, Aries, that this could actually be you, and that you might be feeling in December that you're kind of like spinning your wheels, but a lot of things aren't happening the way that you would had anticipated, and because of that, you are kind of in a way like spinning out, so that you are, partying a little bit more. And it is a holiday season, so happy holidays, everyone. Ta-da! But you might be going to more parties, drinking a little bit more eggnog, spending more money on other people, just out of stress. It's like stress shopping, stress partying, just because you feel like you're moving so fast that it's almost out of control. In Aries, you can move fast anyways. You are a fast mover. But in this regard, I feel like even for you, this pace is getting a little bit tumultuous. So in our love area, we have the Seven of Cups. And so the Seven of Cups in reverse is being able to, see the positive and the negatives, and being able to decide. Like when we have the Seven of Cups upright, it's like seeing the choices and not being able to choose, not knowing which one, lacking in discernment, not knowing what would be good for you. But Aries, I feel like you know exactly what is good for you and what you want and what you need to go for. And you have a lot of choices and you have a lot of decisions that you can make, but it's easy for you to make them because you already know what you want. And I think it feels like it was, you had to go through, the sleepless nights. You had to worry. You had to kind of mull things over, to get to this position, of, okay, now I see the choices. Now I know what to do. And and even though you know what to do, it could cause you some mental grief, but you have to make that decision in order to get to your Four of Wands, which is a celebration. Okay. So if you are in a relationship, you know what choices you want to make and what you need to do. And even if it brings you some heartache, it's what you know is right. Also, if you are making a decision, it could be also that you've been worrying about this, and finally everything makes sense, and so you can make the decision that leads to your happiness. Now, if you aren't in a relationship with somebody, then this is, meeting a lot of different people and really not knowing which one to choose or you haven't been knowing which one to choose, and it's going to alleviate, like, this questioning of yourself and others in relation to dating is going to clear, and because of that, you're going to finally be able to meet the person that you want to spend time with this holiday season. And it could also be that you just let go of all your choices. And at first that seems really sad and lonely, but by the end of the month, you'll see that by being solid within yourself, you can actually celebrate the way that you want to celebrate. Okay, so then let's go down to career here. Okay, so in the career, we have the Chariot, the Ace of Cups, and then the Tower reversed. Okay, so looking at career here, there's a new beginning with career. So it could also just be a different shift internally, like you finally start to really love what you're doing, and that, or you start to feel a draw towards something. And having the Chariot here, it's, you're making the right decisions and you're going forth in the right way for you, and and it makes sense and it's in balance, and it could be leading to this new beginning that just really makes your heart sing. Now, in order to get there, I think you have to let some things go, you know, or you have to make some decisions that aren't necessarily easy. Once again, we have that up here, and then we have it down here in career. But the Tower in reverse is something breaking down, but it's not as drastic as when it's upright. Okay, so it could also be that you had the Tower at first. Okay, you lost your job, you lost a position, you lost a situation where you were making money, and because of that you had to get your butt in gear and work your butt off, and because you've been working your butt off, the new beginning is now starting. So either way, I feel like this is a really wonderful reading because it's for a career, because it is leading you in the direction that is full of possibilities for emotional fulfillment for you. So that's wonderful. All right, Aries. Okay, so then up here we have finance. So we have the 10 of Discs reversed. Then we have the 5 of Swords reversed. And then we have the Emperor. So you could actually be moving. You could be getting a new space. And if you are getting a new space, or if you're in real estate, if you're a realtor, I feel like it's going to, the Emperor is upright, so that is a great position. Like, it's clear-headed, making really great decisions, leading the land with honor and grace and honesty. We do have the 10 of Discs in reverse, and I always think that when I see this card, it's not a negative to me, it's just a delayed. So what you want is delayed. Your fulfillment is just a little bit delayed, and you might have to have some snarky little run-ins with people, but it's for a good cause. It's not just fight to fight or fight to win. It's arguments to clear things up. Okay, so it's not just petty issues that are being brought up. It's issues that really actually need to get resolved. And without resolving these issues, I don't think the 10 of Discs can be upright. Yeah? So once you deal with the issues, this comes upright, So this is, and seeing as this is in the financial situation, I do feel for a lot of people it has to do with real estate, it has to do with property, it has to do with your home. And it could be just, you having an argument with a roommate over, holiday dinner, and, you have to have this discussion in order to have a calm and comfortable home. And it could be that you are actually, moving and you find the house that you love, but it doesn't, the inspector found some issues, and so you have to talk with the past homeowners, to clear it up before you can actually go through the sale. And so it has a lot of different, there's a lot of varieties that can go on with this, but financially by the end of it, you will be sitting like the Emperor. So that's, make sure that you go through it though. Don't push these issues to the side, because it'll just bubble and create more issues in the future. So if you want to be financially fulfilled, whatever pops up in December, face it head on. Okay, so then in health, we have the 2 of Wands, we have the Moon, and then we have the 6 of Wands. And this is awesome, especially in a time when we are celebrating and we're doing festivities, and you don't really want to work out, you don't really want to do anything healthy, you want to, drink good wine and have cookies. This is really, this is a really positive situation that, it's like you can see past the holidays, you can see past December, and know that your well-being is more important than just, one sugar cookie. But at the same time, you recognize that it is a party and it's super duper fun, and one cookie won't hurt you. So you have a really beautiful balance of satisfying yourself emotionally with what you want and your needs, and balancing with what is what you need to do versus what you want to do is what I'm trying to say. And so that, I think you're going to be really, really happy with your body this in December. Like if you are on a workout regime, if you are just starting something in that regards, then I think, there will be times when you don't stick to the plan, but you will be able to celebrate by the end of the month because you still are seeing progress in the way that you want to go. I don't see any like major sickness in this. Not saying that there is, and if you do feel that something is off, always go visit your doctor. Just it's better to be safe than sorry in that regards when it's your health. But the one thing that I think could possibly hold you back is emotions. That is where you could fall off the wagon with your health. So if you start to emotionally drink or eat, just recognize that, and not saying that you have to completely stop, but maybe just slow down a little bit. Okay, so let's call in the angels and see what added guidance we have for you for December. Okay, Aries, calling in the angels in the highest of light, the highest of energy. What added guidance do you have for my Aries? Crown Chakra. That's such a pretty card. Pay attention to your ideas as they are messages of true divine guidance sent in answer to your prayers. So let me read that one more time for you. Pay attention to your ideas as they are messages of true divine guidance sent in answer to your prayers. So this, you can relate that to all of your different sectors of your life. If you are, trying to decide what way to go with a relationship or some key decisions to make in a relationship, then, follow your mind. Yeah. Aries, listen to that, like the infinite possibilities of your mind. They're going to be connected to your heart and your soul, and your angels will be speaking through you in that regards. If you have a situation where things just kind of fall apart, but you have a new beginning and you have questions about it, then listen to that. Listen to your ideas, because those ideas will lead you to this new beginning that will have emotional fulfillment. Okay, and if you have to quarrel, you'll know how to quarrel, because you'll have spirit on your side. Yes, and health-wise, you just listen, once again, listen to your spirit, listen to your intuition. Don't deny it. It will really help you out. And I felt compelled this reading too to pull from the animal spirit knowledge cards. So I'm going to pull you an animal for the month too. I haven't done this in quite some time, and I just felt really like we needed our spirit guides too. So this is the jaguar. Okay. So the jaguar is a symbol of wholeness, divinity, and rebirth. And it also it suggests polarity, a tension of opposites. So here we have, listen to your crown chakra when making decisions. We also have the energy of November being looking towards what we have lost instead of what we have gained. And so this is definitely a jaguar card. It's like we have, full and empty, and finding that balance and knowing that, even when we lose something, we have space to gain. That's what the tower does. The tower gets rid of things that are no longer working for us, so that we can make space for a new. This is, when we're upset and it's hard for us to let go of something, we have to let it go so we can get to the positive. So call on your jaguar stealth-like reflexes to connect with the divine and bring in a new. So that's beautiful. My little jaguars, awesome.